Alright, here we have our 1982 Corvette we just picked up. Just wanted to do a walk around video. It's only got 19,000 original miles. It's just unbelievable. It has had some paint work done over the years that I'll kind of dive into, but we just picked it up. I just kind of wanted to do a video of when it first arrives here. You can see it's just a little dirty from sitting. It's got its original tires. It was purchased new in Connecticut. And it didn't get very many miles put on it. Missing the rear cap there that will, if we don't find it in the car, the goodies that came with, we'll get that replaced with an OEM piece. But you can see we'll go ahead and put a coat of wax on it, get her cleaned up, and dive into it, and we'll have later videos. But it was in Connecticut until 1991, and then it was purchased by Quality Corvettes in Florida, and then sold to a Florida owner that never really drove it. Only put I think a few hundred miles on it, and then sold it in 2018, where it made its way up here, which the next owner only put a couple hundred miles on it. But I just kind of wanted to do a walk around video of showing this thing how clean it was when we got it. You can see all the rubbers are just in amazing shape. Comes with just loads of original documentation. Interior's really clean. Got little sis in here hanging out in her cubby area. She's been a good girl today, so she's watching a movie while I make a movie here. But it's got all of its original stuff. You know, it was purchased at Girard Chevrolet, which was Girard Chevrolet, later turned into Richardson Chevrolet, but has, I got the original sales brochures around here somewhere too. But those will obviously be included. But it just has loads, because Carfax, you know, only goes back so long because it's part of the internet. Loads of receipts from the dealership, and throughout the years all have the miles, proving the miles. In 2000, and I think goes all the way up to, I think the last one here is 03. It has 19,543 miles on it. Had the AC system done, and then I think the last receipt was right around there, I think. But they did a fuel pump and a bunch of stuff. And then recently, in 2020, the owner up here took it out of storage. It had 19,000, I think 695 miles. I'll be more specific later. Had the shocks and brakes done. Only put a couple miles on it, not even a couple hundred miles, probably like 5 miles on it. And we purchased it about a year later. So it's just an amazing piece. That the underneath is super clean, so we'll get that up on a rack. But just kind of wanted to show you how beautiful this thing is. And it's just great to find it with all the original paperwork. It's a purchase order from new, the second purchase order from Quality Corvettes in Florida, and then it follows with documentation. Every owner has kept every receipt on this thing and everything that's been done. I mean, even though it sat, it was brought in for oil changes, it was brought in for coolant changes. The tires are original, which are just fantastic. You'll see a little bit of stampings here, stuff like this. Tons of tread, but there's a little bit of cracking right there. But so I would replace these, but they're actually really soft still, you know. It's unbelievable. Those are gonna stay on the car because that's kind of part of its heritage. Personally, I would put these in the garage with all the other cool stuff as a display, and get another set of these wheels and put some new tires on it. So alright, this will be a no reserve auction. This is kind of how we do everything, so it's gonna be a killer find for somebody.